everybody, happy Sunday. It's Christy. I am going to wait for maybe a couple people to join. I'm coming to you live from my dining room because I got a lot of stuff. So I need to actually sort it out before I stick it down in my craft room. So today I'm just going live real quick. Probably no crafting today. We're definitely going to do crafting tomorrow. I will post and send a telegram out when I'm going to do that. But I am jumping on to show you what I got from Hobby Lobby. So I did a very small, this is not even a really big haul for me, but I wanted to kind of go over a couple things that I saw and that I found. Hi! So I will give it a couple more minutes. So I'm actually going to include a couple other things that I got at a couple other stores, just because I only picked up like one or two things for those stores. So when you hop on, tell me hi. If you see the red button, I'm live. If you don't see the red button, please go ahead and comment anyway, and I will get back with you. I will definitely reply to you. So I'm playing with this little beach ball just to give it some time to kill. These are little mini beach balls, and I love them for summer. I think they look really cute on, I will just kind of hold this up because it's still decorated, but I think they kind of go cute on a little tier tray. If you have a big enough tray, of course. So, but I'm actually going to use this for a couple of my other projects. So I wanted to show you, I'll show you this first since it's the first thing I'm playing with right now. These are found in the party section. They're $2.99 for 5 of these. And these are super, super cute if you're doing like a birthday party that's over the summer, if you're doing a summer party, or anything that you're doing summer-ish crafts with. These are super cheap. So you get 5 in a pack for, hi Sandra! You get 5 in a pack for $2.99. So usually this stuff doesn't go on sale, but it's kind of cheap as it is. So, and they're really good quality, I will say. And they take like two seconds to like blow up. So that is my first thing that I got. We are going over my Hobby Lobby haul. So it's not a very big one. So the other thing I got from the party section, actually there's 2 things from the party section. 3 things, I think. 3 things? Yeah. I was like wandering in the party section. Okay, go sprinkle away, girlfriend. Okay, so I got these 12 count mini palm leaves. They were $1.49 for 12 of them. You can't even buy anything at the Dollar Tree that's this nice. They're all individual picks. And you don't have to keep them on the little pick part. You can actually just kind of pick them off and glue them on any project. But summer and like this type of leaf, I don't know if you see because the glare. I'll show you the back too. There's a little glare there. So these are really pretty. I did not open these yet, but I think they're really good quality and they're $1.49. Yes, I know. I love the party section. You guys, if you're a crafter, you have to always look everywhere, not just for like the craft supplies, but you can find so many things that you can get creative with in the party section. A lot of that times you'll find more than one thing. Sometimes we only find like one thing of whatever we're looking for. And with the party section, you're always gonna have a massive supply in that bag because it's for a party. Like look outside the box for all of that. Okay, so the other thing that I had got, we're going to start doing my little fairies. So I got these little pipe cleaners to make our fairies with. We're going to do fairies slash witches, and I have some other ideas. This is like what I make for like my Etsy shop. So you guys, they're $1.29 for all of these. And you can find these on Amazon too, but they have a really big colored selection. For if you're making different animals and things like that at Hobby Lobby. So you definitely want to check those out. Those weren't on sale, but that's okay. Let me show you guys this. So I bought this at a thrift store not that long ago, and I knew I was going to do something with it. Well, we're going to do something with it, but I'm going to try to put a spin on it. So I actually got this at the thrift store. It was like $6. The price, this originally came from Hobby Lobby because it still has the tag. It was priced at $12.99, and of course they probably do the 50% off. But I will tell you, I have noticed that prices kind of went down at Hobby Lobby. And the reason why I say this is because they have these again this year. This is just from the thrift store. I got it months ago. I've had it in my closet. I actually was at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and they had the exact same size snowman, everything, but it was only $10.99, and this one is marked $12.99. So prices, I feel, are going down. There was another thing that I saw that I noticed was like $2 cheaper this year. So maybe Hobby Lobby is realizing that, you know, they're a little high sometimes, or maybe it's because they don't do the coupons anymore and they just do the sales. I don't know, but it seems like they're listening, and that always helps us consumers. So I really love that. So basically, I use this to kind of be my guide, but we're gonna do a little spin on it. So I actually got some of these foam balls, and I guess I forgot to get the other size, guys. I was so excited in there. But we're actually gonna try to create our own from this. So I got enough to make 2. And this is gonna be a really big, I'm gonna make a craft event for this. This is gonna be one of those longer night craft nights. And I will advertise what we're doing and when. So just stay tuned. But these are the materials that we will use. Okay, so let me go over, let's see, we'll finish this bag first. So I also noticed they had a lot of their journals on clearance. These are little sketch pads, so this is going to be for a giveaway. $1.49, so if you know somebody that sketches or doesn't have maybe a summer journal yet, definitely hit them up because they have clearance in the aisle and everything is like pretty cheap. We also got, and this will also incorporate some of the project that we're going to do for the snowman. I've got these little fabric. I don't know what I'm thinking about today, guys. I don't feel very great, so I think I'm going to put a hold on my organizing today. I've just not been feeling that hot today, so excuse me for that. But I did get these. Fabric right now is 40% off. Well, I don't know because now it's Sunday, but it will be, definitely go and get your fabrics. It's really good quality. The lady at the counter was very nice. She likes to talk a lot. She was talking to the person behind, in front of me for a really long time. I thought I was never going to get out of there. But she actually told me that they might not have a really big selection of fabrics in Hobby Lobby, but that's because they're really picky and choosy of the quality that they use for fabrics. So I know a lot of us use some of the other fabric stores or Amazon. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I'm in an air conditioning house. It's hot outside, but I'm like, I think I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'll have to figure it out. But I took medicine, so I'm good. So I got, these are really good fabrics. And I got these at 40% off. And then, of course, you guys know I had to get like the pink and gold leopard one. We're going to do something with that. So definitely keep your eyes out for something there. So that's it for that bag. So let me just kind of stuff everything back in here, you guys, so I kind of keep it somewhat organized. So the other things that I got some organization stuff, and I will show you that too. So the other things is, like, I did hit up the 75% off 4th of July. So I got a few things that we can reuse or use on our tier tray. So I did get this star. It says Freedom. It goes really well on a tier tray. So definitely going to put this on my tier tray next year. And then I really love this little wagon. I think it was like less than $1. And it was with the little firecrackers inside. And we can definitely beef this up a little bit. But I got that. And then I got this other star. This was, I think, 60 cents or something. We're actually going to redo this one, something for Christmas. So that's what I was thinking for that one. And then if you guys watched my live last night, you guys are going to love what I did. So if you guys watched my live last night, I'm going to be posting a photo. So I actually used one of these. But again, in the party section, I found fuzzy mushrooms. And they're so cute. They're 6 in a pack. I did get one out. So you'll see in my post soon what we did with it. But fuzzy mushrooms, again, in the party section. And then I'm actually going to be making little, like, my little fairy dolls. I'm going to be making, like, a couple bee themes. So I found these little cupcake toppers. They kind of have, like, a clear background, and they were only 99 cents. And there's 12 of these in here. Look at those little bees. You guys can cut these out and use these on your projects. It was 99 cents. Like, hello, you can't go wrong with that. I also found this cute little ant, which I really love, and she was 66% off. And then partly to go with my project that I'm talking about, I got some sunglasses. So that's all I'm going to tell you about that. You know where to find those. They're in the little doll section. I got this 90% off, so we're going to paint this and turn it into something Christmassy. Oh yes, you gotta go back and watch it. It was fun. It was like a late night Saturday Night Live type thing. That's what I said. And then tiny little pom poms. I use these for eyes if I'm making like characters or something. I couldn't find like the flat teddy bear eyes, so I'm gonna go with these for now. But they were 62 cents. They were on clearance. And then I got this, and this was $3.24. And we're gonna redo this with one of our calendar pages. So I already have like an idea what I'm gonna do with one of these calendar pieces. So that's what I got, and this is a really good quality like piece, and it already has like the little thing on the back. So that was really cool. Okay, now let me show you what I got as far as storage goes. All of their storage stuff for spring is 66% off. So I have a lot of craft supplies, so I'm going to get organized here, guys. These are like the, I guess they're silicone, I'm not really sure, but they're kind of like, you know, bendable. They have handles. They can hang in your craft room. I just got some blue and grays because I like kind of going with one color, or try to go with theme color, and I like, you know, the mint blue, the light blues and turquoises. These were $2.99 normally, 66% off. They're $1.02. What I like about these is that there's no holes, and if something does, if you put your paints or something in here, they're very easy to clean, and there's nothing that's seeping out. So I got 10 of these because they came to $1.02, and you can't even find stuff at Dollar Tree that cheap. And then the other sizes that I got were these. So this was, I can't do math today, but this was $4.99, 66% off. These were probably like $1.70. So I got a couple of these sizes. And then I got like the longer sizes. I got 2 of these. So probably about this. These are $7.99. So these are probably about $4. But what I like to do with these is it's very cool to kind of line them up so that they're aesthetically pleasing, I guess. So I would definitely, like, if I put them on my craft shelf, they're gonna go like this. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I'll probably do like the long, the short, the long, and the short. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But those are those 2 sizes. I got 4 of the little ones because these are really good if you're working on a project. Like me, I work on projects sitting at my desk for work while I'm in between phone calls, is mainly when I do it. But these are cool for like to put your little craft supplies in, just to kind of move it. They're good for beads or the little wood pieces or even wooden beads. Or they're good just to kind of like, if you have things in baggies, this is a perfect size for the baggies to just kind of, you know, organize that way. So I got 4 of these, and then I got these big babies. These were, I think, $4.08 or something. They were like $4. So I got 2 of these. So that is what I got. That is my haul from Hobby. So I looked up and down all the aisles as best as I could. It was really crowded at mine, and I felt like the employees were still trying to put stuff out, and they were like down every aisle. I was kind of annoyed with it, actually, but they gotta do what they gotta do. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you was you have to keep your eyes open at all the stores. So I actually found this really large caddy. Now this isn't the same size that you normally get at like Target. I got one at Target for $5 not that long ago, and it's definitely smaller than this. This is a nice big one. I actually found this at Ross in the tools section for, you know, where you guys probably wouldn't even think to look. I am going to keep all of my battery packs, all of my tools for crafting, my battery packs for my drill, my saw. I'm gonna put all of my tools in this guy so I can have it all together when I need my tools out. That way it's not, you know, just kind of overtaking my craft space, because usually tools, if you use them somewhere else, they tend to get a little dirty. We'll put them in here so they're not messing up my cute containers, right? And then the only other thing I wanted to show you was, if you guys have seen my Etsy shop, you know I make the backpack buddies, and I have a lot of containers or a lot of little bags with my little characters in them. I found this very large jar, which I can actually label, and I got this for $5.99, $6.99, and I'm gonna put all of the characters in here, so I don't have bags and bags of characters, and I'm sure all of them will fit in here. That way, when I get like halfway through the jar, I know it's time to like stock up on some more characters. So right now they're like, I get them from all over the place. They're in bags or they're in boxes, so I'm just gonna take them all out and put them in here so it's see-through. I can see what I'm looking for, so I really like that. But yeah, that's it for the haul. I was like, excuse me, get please, and she looked at me, but wouldn't move so I could reach behind her. So, well, I guess I won't be behind it. I know, it was like, I don't know, I know they need to stock up their stores, and I know they like having Sunday off, like, because they're not open on Sundays, but I feel like maybe they should have the employees get there earlier during the day. I don't know. I was a little annoyed because it was like I was trying to go live in Hobby Lobby so I can show you guys like all that they had. And if you haven't seen, you got to check out my reel. I did a really funny reel. If you go to my page, you'll go to my reels. I did a really funny reel. My last two, well, I did two today, but my last reel was really funny. But yeah, there was, and it's so funny because there was a lady that she had 2 carts full of clearance things, and she hid in the party aisle. So here she is. That's when you know things are not on sale. When you see that people have like 2 carts and they're sitting in another aisle that's not on sale, that's where they hide. And then you'll see them with all their clearance stuff. I'm serious though. That's when you know when that stuff's not on clearance. Well, because they hide out and they go through their stuff. And this lady was like going through her stuff, and she was doing some mad mathematics. It was so funny. I was laughing. Not at her, of course, but I was laughing because that would be me if I had, you know, that kind of money and no strength at all. But I had to be good because we're on a budget, so I had to be good. But yeah, I can't really say what my favorite thing is, but I'm pretty excited about doing my organization in my craft room. I'm not feeling really good today, so I think I'm just gonna watch TV. No crafting tonight. We are gonna craft tomorrow, providing I'm not like really ill, but I'll let you guys know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't know what's going on sale. Make sure you check your ads. I'm sure there's still gonna be, they might even mark down the markdown again. If they do that, I might try to go back and get a few more things just to see, you know, kind of see what works for me, what sizes work for me, and, you know, maybe get some more of this stuff if it goes on sale again. I have a feeling it's probably going to go on sale again. So definitely check it out, you guys. You are very welcome. And go back and watch my live, and I'll be posting what the final project is because I did finish it this morning. So we'll see you later, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye.